Okay, so probably you're aware of Krita, the photo editor or Photoshop alternative. And yes, Krita is available for Windows, for Linux, and for Mac. So when you download Krita, you install it, yada yada yada, you know the rest. Okay, after you install Krita, you will want to go at this GitHub page. I will leave links on the description for Krita and Krita Generative AI. This is like the generative AI that's used on Photoshop from Adobe, except on Krita, this is open source and 100% free legally. Now, when you go down here, you have the whole installation procedures that we'll kind of go through in this video just a touch, but not really too much. And after you install Krita, you download the plugin that you can check right here. When you go to this plugin, link will be in the description by the way, you get the zip file. And of course, when you get the zip file, you unzip them and drop them inside the Krita folder, as you see right here. Usually on Windows is on your app data. One thing I gotta tell you on the app data, you may not see app data all the time because when you go here, your computer most likely, let's say Omni and app data, as you see, is kind of faded. So to get it not faded, you go to your folder settings and you just click here, File Explorer Options. You go to View, and here where you see Hidden Files and Folders, in yours by default is Don't Show Hidden Files. You have to go down here and click Show Hidden Files and Folders, because if I click Don't, as you see, boom, here goes my app data. It's no longer here. So click Show, Apply, app data comes back, and then you open app data, you go to Roaming, and you find wherever your Krita is, as you see right here. And inside Krita, as you saw here, on this part right here, you go to PyKrita, and PyKrita is right here. And on the zip file that we downloaded, it's these two files right here. I'm not going to re-put them here, but all you do, grab them both. You can either extract them somewhere in your desktop or whatever, and you copy them here. Or if you have 7-zip, you just grab them from here, drop them here, and leave it alone, and you are done with this part. So this is done. Now you have to go configure this inside the software. You open Krita. But first, before I forget, in case you don't see that Krita folder or Krita Py after you install Krita, try to open Krita first, then close it, just so it triggers the folder tree. That's all. Then it will be right there. When you open the folder right here, for example, you have to go to enable the plugin, right? You go to Settings. From Settings, you go to Configure Krita on top. And where you go to Configure Krita, you go to Python Plugins Manager. It is right here. On the bottom, you see Python Plugins Manager, and you click Enable. In your case, it will not be enabled, and you'll see it there. You need to restart Krita to enable or disable plugins, but in my case now it is already enabled. And as you see, this AI image diffusion and all this stuff right here, as you see, you just hit and select what you need here. I can put more, but I don't want to put more. I just selected what I needed, but first you need this AI thingy right here. As you see, workflow, generative AI and all that. Then you click OK. You close Krita. In your case, you have to close just like you see here, even though I don't need to, but I'm doing it anyway. And when you open Krita again, you have to open an image. You click here, new image. I already have one here, so I'm just gonna open this one just for fun, right? And when you open this one here, you have to go to the Docker. In my case, as you see, I already have it right here. But in your case, generative AI will not be right here. So how to do that? Very, very easy. Go to Settings again and go to Dockers right here. In this Docker section, you go and find AI image generation that we enabled in the Python section, Python plugins, just a minute ago. You click this one right here. I unclicked it, but I'm gonna go click it again, just like this. Boom. And in your case, it will show up anywhere here on the right side, and you'll see it, AI image generation, but you are not done yet. Now, it comes to the server. That is very important because it is very needed. So when you go here, you click the knobs, whatever you call the little settings right here, click them. In here, you have to go to connection. In this connection, you'll see local server managed by Krita plugin. And here, you'll see a few things that you need to click. Now here you have to choose a few. For example, in my case, I chose some of the core components: Python, Comfy UI, custom models, required models, Stable Diffusion 1.5, Stable Diffusion XL. Well, the more you get here, the more options you have, just to let you know that. And so on. As you see, you can follow exactly what I had here. It will work really good, as you see, boom. And then you click start installing. Let me see, I actually recorded a part of the video while I was doing it. And fortunately, I might have it right here. Yep, it is this right here. That's where I selected what I just told you right now, and I hit install. Now, this installation will take anywhere from 10 gigs to 13 gigs sometimes on your either hard drive or SSD or whatever you're using. Make sure you have that space. And I hope you have a quite decent internet connection. As you see here, I have around 370 to 400 megabit per second. So it took, I don't know, maybe 10-15 minutes to download around 13 gigabytes in total. And while this goes on, you'll see it as you see those installed. Slowly, they keep becoming green until it's all done. And here's where I even tried it on this video. But right now, we're gonna actually try it in real time, okay? After it's all done, of course, after the installation is done and all that, hit OK and finish and whatever is required, close it and open it again. And you are good to go. Now here is where you would describe what you need, right in this box. You can choose Cinematic Photo XL, Digital Artwork XL. I'm gonna leave Cinematic Photo on mine. And by the way, you can go in here at the settings and you can change the diffusion settings, that grow, feather, paddling. You can go to interface with a prompt count 2. You can change that to 4. It will take more time. Just keep that in mind. You control ending step and all that good stuff. Here's where you control your performance. I left my RAM at 1 gigabit and I don't know why. Main memory RAM used for the history of generated images. Why not 15? Yeah, 15 gigs. 1.5 gigs, sorry. I don't really need, let me put 2 gigs. So it has more. Memory used to store generated image files on disk, 20 megabytes. I'm gonna give it 200. Oh, it doesn't give me, I'm gonna go 50 because I just want it to go. I have a 1660 Ti GPU high, more than 12 gigs. I have only 6 gigs, so I'm gonna leave it 6 to 12. Okay, and I'm gonna leave it there. And the connection is here. The styles now is one thing that you can change, cinematic photos and all that. And here is where you can get more models. And you can go to Krita's site and you can even check on Google how to get models. And you can go here and upload them and whatever you might have in this folder. You'll drop more, so you have more models. In my case, I want to leave it with realistic Vision V51. It's been working really good. And yeah, you have the checkpoint configuration, all that. And I know now you are very much bored, but that boredom has come to an end because we're going to generate something. And let's go in and generate, I don't know, maybe right here. I would say some fallen meteorite. Why not? Let's see. Falling meteorite from the sky, I guess, right? Now let's see what it does. We're gonna generate or fill, probably hit fill and see what it does. to generate custom auto detect, and let's see what it fills up with. Okay, so looks like we have some result. Whoa, actually that looks pretty good. Now of course you can go in and do more tweaks, but it understood what we told it to do. Now is this perfect? No, it's not. Nothing is. But is it a good alternative to FireFly? Absolutely, I would say yes. Because it's free and you can play around with it. Now, especially if you have a better GPU, that's even better. But if you go right here, I don't know who will do it or if you would do it. They say you can also rent a GPU instead of running it locally, which what I'm doing here, I'm running it locally. I'm not renting a GPU. But if you want to, if you're that far, you can try it. Is it as fast and easy as FireFly? No, it's not. FireFly still, in my opinion, is better. It does the job faster and all that. I don't know why it generated these people here, but anyway, I clicked generate 3-4 times by mistake. But yeah, this is the basic principle of it. And yeah, it actually kind of bent the object here to fit. Now it's not perfect, but you can make it perfect. You can play around and you can at least learn with it. And with that said, I hope this video made sense to you how to install this generative AI thingy on Krita for free, open source. And besides that, just go ahead and play around with it. There's nothing wrong with that. And with that said, please hit that like and subscribe and share if you don't mind and if you can with anybody you can. I will see you next time. Bye.